crisp today, and I'm starting out with 8 apples, so I'm going to be making 8 batches. So first what you want to do, if you want to make 4, then you just get 4 apples. But anyway, so I cut one up already. So, and what you just want to do is wash them. I don't recommend drying them. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut them in half. And then you're going to just slice it like this. So this is usually where the seed would be. So you'd start at the top and then go to the bottom. That way you're not wasting that much apple. So, and then you do this and then you cut it in half. See? So there are 2 normal bite-sized apple slices. But then you want to go like this.
Put the knife over.
And then you just put it in your bin with all the others. So keep doing this until all your apples are gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lean it down and cut the middle out. And remember, clean as you go and you'll be a pro. So pause the video, clean out the middle of your apples, and then see how many apples I have in there. That's just me cleaning. And so... Hi, so I'm back again, and so what I'll be doing is you'll add a half a cup of water and sprinkle it over, but I am using 2/4, so make sure you sprinkle it, get it all over all the apples, all good, but don't overdose it. Okay, next you want to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. See, I'm using ground cinnamon. And so we are going to now make sure it's perfectly even. So if you have to use your finger, that's good. Okay. And even though it looks like too much, it's not, because you want a lot for this apple crisp. Next, you will add 1 teaspoon of salt, and you never dump the salt over what you're doing. Make sure you do it over to the side, because if it gets in there, then it'll be way too salty and something could go wrong. So I'm just gonna add all of this. Okay. And now make sure you sprinkle it all over. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so now just put your crisp aside, and now we'll be working with some other stuff. So get a big bowl, a large bowl, and then we just happen to add some cranberries, dried up cranberries. So we took a handful of those and put them in. And so first thing we're gonna do 2 cups of sugar. So you don't want to add too much of this, but you also want to add enough, so it's good. See, like you never put it over on what you're cooking with. So see how I just added that in? Okay. And so next we're going to do 2 cups of flour. So flour does get kind of messy, so, and you also want to even the flour out because You don't want to add too much. So now we're going to add a half a cup of oats, but first we have to stir it. So we're just going to stir my 3 ingredients, maybe your 3 ingredients or 2 ingredients, whatever you guys decide to put in. Okay. So now it's time for the oats. Add a half a cup. Make sure you don't add too many. Okay, and now you want to add a cup of margarine. So make sure you use a butter knife because it's kind of hard to get out unless you soften it. But like you don't want it to, you know. So now I'm adding my half a cup of margarine.
No, your full cup.
My full cup. Not my half. Okay. And then you want to mix it. Well, first, so you want to push it down a lot because margarine is like brown sugar, and if there's any air holes, you think you're getting a half a cup, but you're not. So first you're just gonna mix it with your spoon, and then you want to go in with your hands. But the margarine, my margarine is super cold, and see how it's getting all balled up? That's what you want. So yeah, you see it's all over your hands. That's what margarine basically does, apparently. So mix it up like it's dough, but don't bring it like all the way up there. Just all the way down here. You just want it to be like in between. So as you can see, it's starting to kind of get the form like cookie dough. So you just want to make sure it all gets in. So pause the video and do that. Okay. So now that we're done, preheat your oven to 350 degrees and spread it onto the apple bake. So that's this. This is why we make a lot. So I told you, well, don't say anything that this looks like a not very messy project, because it's a really messy project. And I had to wash my hands a few times because all the margarine, but don't wash your hands when there's a whole ton of stuff on it, because you're basically throwing away half the ingredients. So anyway, so now that we're all done, you can just so bake the thing uncovered for 40 minutes? Yeah, 40 minutes. And then so pause the video and get back to me in 40 minutes. Okay, so now we're putting it in the oven, as you can see. And now we're just going to close it up for 40 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to take the apple crisp out of the oven. Look at how good that looks. And we're just going to set it on top of the stove for it to cool down a little bit. And if you can hear that, it's making a really good noise, and that means it's heated. So yeah, we had to put it back in the oven because the top wasn't brown enough. You know, if it's good, if the top is brown. And see how good that looks. And so now we're just gonna set it on the cooling rack, yeah, for it to cool off. And then once it's all cool, we can have a slice and eat it with some ice cream. So thank you for watching this video and enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.